You said, I think I was asking you about the Challenger.
Mm-hmm.
You said, I'm done. And then what we're trying to figure out is, are you still good to talk to us? This is what basically the question.
I mean, he told me to give him my why.
Is that just yes or no? You still good to talk to us?
I mean, I feel like I don't talk about everything that he wanted to know.
Okay. So
I ain't trying to be disrespectful. I ain't trying to be
no
smart ass.
Nah, you ain't being disrespectful at all. Ain't no disrespect at all. So the DNA, you was good on it, or
I ain't taking it.
No? Okay. All right. I think what he was talking about earlier, we was talking about the Challenger, then we kind of moved on to your reason for running out. What happened before? And you was like, I'm done. Like you weren't saying nothing else. I guess when it came to other parts. That's what you were talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like you done, you ain't saying nothing about no other stuff. You just talking about what happened at the house.
So that's what I'm in for. I got to talk to other people too? Or I'm just talking to y'all?
Just us right now.
You don't know about nothing else?
Mm-hmm.
What else?
I'm just in robbery.
Oh. So I got other charges too? I ain't Lord. See, now y'all want to play like y'all.
I ain't playing. I just can speak. So, I just can speak on what I have.
All right. So once I'm done talking to y'all, am I going to another room downtown?
Once you're done talking, we're gonna take you next door.
Next door.
As in the jail. Sorry.
Oh.
Well, I really introduced myself earlier. I'm Tech Smith, the homicide unit.
Yes, sir.
So you already kind of started hinting that sometimes home invasions turn a little bit more. That's why I'm here.
Turn a little bit more?
Mm-hmm. Or something else happened. But he's trying to give you a chance to explain your side of whatever you were doing today, because just chilling at the house wasn't just it. Because you wouldn't be here. Because be real with me. Who jumped out on you? Was it like a regular cop?
Somebody just did?
Mm-hmm.
Hell no. I know you see my face. Regular police don't do this.
I want to talk to you about one thing that happened here. Police were able to make their case against Robinson because of a confidential informant who went in and was able to record Barner, who admitted to and implicated in the McCormick murder Robinson's father, and Leroy Whitaker.
Robinson's attorneys say his two separate murder charges stem from a witness named Dominique Barner. Barner is also charged in Charles McCormick's murder.
Two men seen jumping a fence in Arlington this morning. Tonight, they are on the run, wanted for causing mayhem, and police say one man's death.
I've never had anything like this happen before.
A scary scene playing out in Teresa Pocock's Arlington neighborhood. Two suspects involved in what Jacksonville sheriff's officers say was a deadly shooting at a business moments before, seen running through several yards. This Ring camera capturing them jumping a fence.
Sky 4 is live over the neighborhood right now. We're told that woman is shaken up, but not physically hurt.
News 4 Jax reporter Brittany Muller is joining us live from the plaza off Merrill Road, where police say it all began. Brittany, the suspects have yet to be identified.
Tom, that's right. Those two suspects still at large, a heavy police presence throughout the day looking for those two men. And this is where it all began just after 11 o'clock this morning, where a man in his 20s was shot and killed right here in this Merrill Road plaza in front of this business. The business also being hit by bullets and is now boarded up. A violent crime spree in Arlington today.
I heard 6 gunshots. Then we heard that the person ran down the street.
Police say an off-duty police officer saw a man shooting at another man in his 20s in this strip mall off of Merrill Road. It's unknown at this time whether the victim and the suspects knew each other. A woman was in this plaza at the time and she heard at least 6 gunshots. KSOO says the suspect then drove off in a stolen gray vehicle, and that's when a police pursuit began. Less than 2 miles away on Townsend Boulevard, police say the suspects then dumped the car. Neighbors telling me just before noon they heard the car smashing into the sidewalk, running over a tree, saw 2 suspects getting out, one darting behind this house, another darting behind that one. What was going through your mind when you saw these 2 suspects get out of the car?
I saw the one running towards my in my yard toward my fence, and I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to go secure the glass door because a lot of times we leave it open. So I ran to the glass door, and in the process I saw him cross through my yard over another neighbor's fence and continuing to run.
One neighbor watching it all unfold, others sharing this video with me, hoping the suspects will soon be caught. You can see them running and jumping over a fence near a playground. How scary is this to happen right in front of your home?
Extremely scary, extremely scary. Yes. I mean, I've never had anything like this happen before, so it's very, very frightening.
At the same time, police say a few houses down, a home invasion where a woman was held hostage. She was not hurt. The woman's husband did not want to go on camera and was not home at the time, but tells me his wife was coming out of the bathroom and found the two suspects standing in her bedroom. She tried to get them to leave and even tried running, but they held her down. Her husband tells me he's happy she's alive. Jacksonville police says the suspects were picked up in either a red or orange Dodge Challenger. Amid this violent crime spree, authorities making a perimeter and barricading streets to locate these two men who they say are dangerous. Police officers on foot, SWAT, K-9 unit, and the JSO chopper were all spotted throughout the day, monitoring this area closely. Police now asking for the community's help. Jacksonville police say the men also changed clothes after they broke into the woman's home. Authorities describing the first suspect as a black male, 5'5", short hair with twists, tattoos on both arms, wearing a gray t-shirt with Permenti Brothers on the back with brown pants and white New Balance shoes. Police say the second suspect is described as a black male about 5'5", wearing a black hood and a white muscle shirt with black pajama pants with the writing Mountain Dew on them. Again, police have been out here in Arlington throughout the day looking for these two suspects. Again, they were last seen, believed to be seen getting into either a red or orange Dodge Challenger or Charger.
What's going on, man? Switch seats for me. All right. Spell your first name for me.
Dominique.
Dominique? What's your brother's name?
Gerard. Jerrod.
Last name?
Barner. B-A-R.
B?
B.
Oh, B is a boy.
B is a boy. A-R-N-E-R.
What's your current address? Melvin Road.
Yeah.
What's a good phone number for you?
904-0550.
904-504. Cell phone?
Mm-hmm.
Your cell phone?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who is that with? Sprint, T-Mobile, Metro?
AT&T.
AT&T. What's your date of birth?
10/31/1993.
93. That make you how old?
26.
Born and raised in Jacksonville?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What school you went to?
What, like high school?
Yeah.
I ain't really.
You didn't go to high school?
Oh, no.
What's the last school you attended?
I want to say Grand Park.
Grand Park. What school you was at before that?
KSOO.
KSOO.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your highest level of education that you completed?
10.
10?
Mm-hmm.
So you can read and write?
Mm-hmm.
Under influence any drugs or alcohol right now?
Mm-mm.
No. How tall are you?
5'7".
How much you weigh?
155.
Alright, so you know where you're at right now?
Mm-mm.
It's the Police Memorial Building.
Oh, I know that much.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we call it the PMB for short. State 15?
Mm-hmm.
So you say you can read and write. Read this first line from me right here.
You have the following rights on the United States Constitution.
Yeah. You do not have to say you do not have to make a statement or say anything. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you make a statement or before questions are asked of you. To have a lawyer with you during any questioning. You cannot afford to hire a lawyer or one be appointed for you for any questioning if you wish. If you do answer questions, you have the right to stop answering questions at any time and consult with the lawyer. You understand your rights? Mm-hmm. Good, all right. All right, so you can sign right there. Let me know that you understand your rights. I know you've done more than what you said you did today. Or you wouldn't be in here. There'd be no reason for you to be in here like you didn't.
I mean, a lot of people come in here for no reason and get let off when they suspect them doing something. A lot of people walk out them doors innocent. So I just feel like, I told them, I said, I'm not talking. I answer a little bit of questions, but I'm not like anything further. I'm not answering anything. I just told them, no disrespect to y'all, you know what I'm saying? But whatever I'm getting charged with, that's what I'm finna face. Whatever. I'm sticking to my story. I ain't did nothing.
It'd help you a little better if you didn't stick to that story and you ain't did nothing.
It'd help me?
Yeah.
Really?
Like real talk.
No. Me talking to help me. That don't sound right. Last time I was just in here and they was trying to do the same bullshit. Talking about, oh, you did this, you did that. I'm like, shit. If I did it, then I charge me with it. If I did it. If you know for sure I did it, why is we talking? Charge me with shit. Like, no disrespect, you guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but that's just the way it is. Am I being charged with anything?
Mm-hmm. Oh. And I ain't even gonna beat around the bush with you. I'm just be straight up and honest with you. Being charged with home invasion and robbery.
I ain't home invading nobody, bro. I ain't home invading nobody, bro.
But you was at somebody's house today besides your girlfriend's house. That's why I say talking to help you more than you think it will. Where it could possibly go from a home invasion into something else. I know you may think, oh, that's just trying to get me hemmed up or whatever it is. I ain't that type of dude that had just hem somebody up and charge them with the max things I can charge them with. Mm-hmm. If I can help you out, I don't have no problem helping you out. Because I'm tired of seeing people that look like me and him going over there all day, every day. Mm-hmm. If I can help you out, I have no problem with it. But you got to be honest with me, and you're not being honest with me right now.
Everything I'm being accused of, I didn't do that. I swear. I didn't do that shit. For real. I didn't rob nobody.
So what happened?
I ain't robbed nobody. That's what happened.
So what happened?
What you mean what happened? I didn't rob nobody. Like, if I rob somebody, shouldn't I have, like, some money or something?
That's not always the case.
I didn't rob nobody, bro. I understand what you're saying, but that'll just be, I feel like that'll just be incriminating myself. By telling you something I did when I know I didn't do it.
See, but the thing is, we already got enough for the home invasion robbery.
Enough?
I'm telling you right now, your statement, it will help you. You being honest.
So what you saying is, if I stick to this story, you gonna stick to it like you did that. That's what you saying.
Based on what we have right now, we have enough to hit you with home invasion robbery.
I didn't home invade nobody. Alright, so what is the definition of home invasion? Because I'm confused to that. I'm confused to what home invasion is.
I can just tell you this. Based on the statement that we got from somebody.
I thought home invasion was like
listen,
what
and the evidence
said.
that we have, you being hit with home invasion robbery.
But robbery, ain't that's gunpoint and
not all the time.
Not all the time? So I can home invade you with my hands? Really? That's crazy.
Well, I really didn't introduce myself earlier. I'm Tech Smith, the homicide unit.
Yes, sir.
So, you already kind of started hinting that sometimes home invasions turn a little bit more. That's why I'm here.
Turn a little bit more?
Or something else happened. But he's trying to give you a chance to explain your side of whatever you were doing today, because just chilling at the house wasn't just it. Because you wouldn't be here. Because be real with me, who jumped out on you? Was it like a regular cop?
Somebody just then? Hell no. I know you see my face. Regular police don't do this. Beat shit out of me. White dude ain't have no hands. He don't know how to punch. He punch like a girl.
I let him know that next time I see him.
Huh?
So I let him know when I see him.
Nah, don't. You don't even know who I'm talking about.
I figured out. I'm sure who was out there. He played like a little bitch.
Like a little girl. She tried to punch me in my eye.
Yeah, it's a little
My
red.
shit supposed to be swole.
Yeah, it's a little red.
Yeah, it's supposed to be swole though. Like how they be doing all them other people on pictures and stuff. He was trying to do me like that. I ain't weak.
So what happened at the house, man?
I didn't rob nobody.
Okay, so tell me what happened.
What I'm saying though, like what would me doing a statement do versus what somebody already else said I did? Like, how can my statement over what they said?
Because I get your statement and I go to the state attorney's office. Like, hey, this is your only opportunity. This is your only opportunity.
So you saying like
your side of the story.
When it ain't no going in the county saying, oh, I want to talk to detective such and such.
You can talk, but the opportunity is now for you to give your side of the story.
I don't know why. I just feel like
I know you might not.
I feel like I'm gonna get the short end of the stick regardless.
I know what happened. You didn't consider it a robbery, and it wasn't your intent for it to be anything like a robbery. But based off the information that we have, just from one side, it's considered a home invasion robbery.
So how would me saying a statement switch it?
What was your intent? What was your reason for going in the house?
What was my intent?
Yeah, what was your reason for going in the house? See, that's what we don't have. But why?
I just don't see me saying something that's gonna switch my charge. I feel like I'm gonna just say something and get put right. You know?
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Either way, you are going to jail.
I know that much. I'm saying
either way, you going to jail.
It ain't just finna be like, oh,
but you
happened.
You giving me my why?
It ain't finna change the charge right now.
From robbery?
From home invasion.
Home invasion robbery. That's a all go together.
Home invasion. That's the same thing, right?
Yes, all together. Home invasion.
Okay.
Home invasion.
But I'm saying my statement change. You said
because I don't have the why.
I don't get it.
Were you just trying to get away?
See, that's that trying to make me say something wrong, man.
That's you giving your why, which changed the whole dynamics of it.
I'm sorry, how old are you?
Alright, so look, I'm gonna tell you this. Alright, so me, back as a teenager, I used to do my little dirt. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't perfect, you feel me? So I used to break in people's houses. You know what I'm saying? And whenever somebody was there, I always left. I never stayed. Like, would that make that home invasion if I broke in while somebody was there?
And then you just left?
And then I was in there, but then I just left.
So your intent wasn't to break in while somebody was there?
Yeah.
It was to go in thinking that nobody was in there?
Mm-hmm.
Totally different.
But that's on a whole nother story, though.
Yeah.
This story, I just feel like I ain't do none of that shit, bro.
So what happened?
All that is a lie.
So what happened? Because right now, what you letting is
I just want y'all to be truthful with me.
And that's what I'm doing.
Like, before I even, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm doing. Because right now,
I'm over there and beat myself up. Like, that don't.
Listen, right now,
that'll really fuck me.
Right now, all we have is one side to the story. And you kind of let somebody else speak for you.
Yeah,
I see what your side.
Yeah. I'm the only one down here.
And your girl, for right now.
Why she down here?
Y'all was in the car together, right?
Yeah, but she ain't got nothing to do with nothing. She ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. Like, for real. Y'all let her go, I tell my side. I'm not trying to make no deals with you, though. But she, for sure, like, didn't do nothing.
What happened? So would you consent to giving your DNA for us to compare it to the DNA that we got at the lady house? And they also took like swabs from her, so they want to see if anybody touched her or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So would you consent to giving your DNA?
Would you want me to consent?
I mean, it's completely up to you. I can't tell you what to do in this
What did
situation.
we resolve just then? What did we just resolve?
What did we resolve? We kind of got your why.
Kind of?
Well, we did. We got your why.
You think it's bullshit?
What you told me?
Yeah.
Not all that.
It ain't. That's the truth. If I had any lie, I would have been told you.
Yeah.
Sorry, give me a second. Earlier you said I'm done. Were you just talking about that other part with the challenger? Is that what you're talking about?
Nah, he was saying like once I told him like once I tell him my why, like
I'm sorry, but you're still good to talk to us, right? Is it? We're just making sure you weren't saying you were done talking. Is what I'm saying.
Confusing me.
All right. So you might not have caught it because you don't know if you were paying attention to your exact wording.
But you told me to tell you my side.
Yeah.
And
that's the side that we didn't have before.
And I feel like, I mean, that's the truth. For real. Like, home invasion is not the crime for that. B&E, occupied, more like that, not home invasion, bro. If it was home invasion, I would have made home invasion. And I'm looking you dead in your eye, I'm dead serious, like, but I'm not that type of person. So, you can check my raps, I'm not that type of person, bro. They might say, oh, you, because I ain't around people, my name come up, and I'm not that type of person, bro.
Do you have any, like, dreads or twists earlier? You recently got a haircut?
I've been had this haircut.
Okay. I'll be right back.
I mean, we done
Yeah, almost. We're gonna try to get you out of here as quick as possible.
Yeah, because I'm.
You said you want to see your girl before I let you go, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, I'm Detective Living Good. We haven't met yet. Sure you have today. I got some clothes for you. Just really taking those clothes just due to the circumstances of the case. We're going to be seizing your clothing. But before we're going to do that, I think what's best to go ahead and we're going to take some photographs of just overall photographs of your body, your hands real quick. And then we're going to get you booked in, okay? So just
What was the charge? Same charge?
Yeah, whatever they explained to you. I'm just here to bring you some more clothing. I don't know much about the case or anything at all, so I'm just here to help them.
What charge?
I'll have to, before I say something.
Not what charge, but like what setting? Like,
I know. Here's what I do know. I do know that we need to photograph you and get you changed into these clothes, and that you'll be booked after this. And I'd be guessing to tell you what your charge was. I have a good idea, but I just don't want to be wrong and tell you the wrong thing. I'll have to get with those guys that are more familiar with it. I just walked into all this, okay? They're just wanting my help. They got, they've got other things they're doing.
I'm leaving right after this a little minute.
Yeah.
A minute.
No, we're gonna leave you. After we get done with this, we're gonna leave. We're gonna be leaving, okay? Okay. Yeah.
Damn, I gotta put all this shit on.
What we're going to do first is, if you want to take your top shirt off of, we're going to get, I think, do you have any tattoos?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to get, it's normal stuff. We do it over here now.
Put your shirt back on for 1 second for me. Let me get some photographs of you with the shirt on.
You see any scars of this? KSOO did that tonight.
And those are other reasons why we photograph. Yeah. We photograph to look for scars and things like that, okay? But
I'm going to have you take a couple steps back just so I can get all of you in the picture. Good. And you turn around for me. Face the wall. There you go. Thank you. All right, now you can take the shirt off. Hold your right arm like that for me. Flip it. Can you hold it down a little more? There you go. Just like your hands out like that.
Is that fine if he extends his hands?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Sorry, well.
Alright, just keep that arm just like that. Okay, flip it over. Alright, any tattoos on your back?
No, just a birthmark.
Okay. Alright, do your hands like that for me.
Police brutality.
We have a document. We have everything documented, yeah.
Just move your hands like that.
Sometimes it takes a while for the camera to focus on it, and it's got to stay still.
Hands back up on the scale. Yeah. Take your hand like that. Okay, do it like that.
How's the light in here? Pretty good for you?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
Alright, let me get a photograph of that.
So I know what I'm doing. Okay, same thing. I'm going to start scaling it, okay? Bring your hand down for me. Okay, I'm going to rotate you around.
Trying to run. They beat my head.
Okay. So I might feel a little uncomfortable, but can you hold like that for me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll put the scale on there again. How about that too? Okay. Yeah, just keep your head like you have it right now, okay? Alright, tilt your chin up, down just a hair, turn your head to your right, hold. Two more like that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you feel the scale? Alright, turn your head to your left.
Yeah, 6. I'll head that way, I guess.
Hang on. Two more pictures with your head like that. Alright, scale's coming in.
Investigate MQ activity 6.
Turn around for me. Okay, anything on your lower body? Tattoos on your calves or anything? Nothing like that? Okay, next up is short hair. Here. Wait,
That one.
no, not that.
That's fine.
Yeah, you put that one in there. Actually, no, this one I'm taking.
Okay. Yeah, never mind.
That's this, so I'm taking it.
You can go ahead and put that on.
Just this?
Yeah. Are you? Yeah.
Just this?
You know, put that on, and then you put the green shirt on over it. That way you can. We're gonna get your shorts too, but.
If I bring y'all back a yellow card, can you put the 1099 for this on me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't. I have no idea which one.
And for some reason, they want the sweatshirt. They want that over the sweatshirt. They want me to tell you that, so you don't have to read it.
They want this over the sweatshirt?
Yeah, that's what it is. So I'm not just telling you. I'm telling you, you'll change it later on. And it's cool in the middle of the night, so you can do that.
What we call it? Green, pink.
I'm gonna get your socks too, brother.
Set them up on the table.
Sorry. I don't know why I even shook my head, man. I'm starting to lose my mind. Yeah, you set them up on the table.
You have a punch drunk? Huh? Getting punch drunk?
I don't know what's going on. You know, I need a cup of coffee.
Drink one now, you'll never go to sleep.
Yeah, I know.
Did they ever let my girlfriend Eve?
I have no. Is she the one that is she down here right now in the one room?
Yeah.
I can find that out for you.
He was just saying like he was gonna let me say a couple words. Just
Oh, he did? Yeah, I'll find that out for you. If me and you are, I'm gonna have them go ahead and take you now, and I'll step out. I'll tell you what. I'll step out, check on that, and we'll come right back and get you. And we'll get you in the. Right now, it's not real busy in the jail right now. I don't have turnovers. I'm gonna check on all that for you, and we'll be right back for you. All right.
Hey.
Ready? No machines. There you go. For the cuffs.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Alright.